Hello and welcome to my video log on NaNoWriMo. It's week 1. I wanted to record this video on the 1st of November, but it's already the 3rd and I just had a few things going on, so I wanted to just kind of introduce what I'm doing in NaNoWriMo and so on. Usually I release a video about startup productivity and personal life, but because of NaNoWriMo I let everything else kind of drop off the face of the planet. You may have noticed I have a new microphone, so hopefully the audio quality will be much better from now on. I don't have a microphone stand, which kind of sucks, but I'll deal with it and looking over that way because that's where my webcam is and it's showing the feed. So I wanted to show you guys my editor and my editor setup, but it's having some issues. So let me go ahead and switch to the right view. Okay, so while that's installing and hopefully that'll work, this is my NaNoWriMo. If you guys want to add me, my username is AntJanice. I actually have 3,300 words so far, so I haven't written anything today. My novel, the novel I'm writing is called The Servant. It's just a weird random name that I came up with that I'll probably have to change, so it's a kind of a work in progress here. Yeah, so I'm writing a book called The Servant. It's not my first NaNoWriMo. My first NaNoWriMo that I started writing was Prisoners of Modruko, or Modruko, I don't know, however you want to pronounce it. And I think I only got 4,000 words in, so that kind of sucks. That was my first NaNoWriMo and first NaNoWriMo failure. That's okay. That's okay. I dropped the book. There were a lot of issues that I had with the book. I kind of want to go revisit it maybe. Then I wrote Ether Origins. Ether Origins is a book that I recently streamed on Twitch, trying to go ahead and show my editing process. I'm not done editing it, but I will be getting onto that in December right after NaNoWriMo. I also wrote Rhizotoria. It's in the same universe as all these 3 books, and I actually have that one on Amazon, so let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Let's see, Rise of Toria. Yeah. So that actually is up on Amazon if you guys want to read it. It's actually a pretty decent book. I enjoyed writing it and I enjoy reading it. Wow, the encoding on this image really sucks. I'm going to have to re-upload that. Then I wrote a book called webdevelopment.meta. So that's my 3rd winning NaNoWriMo. And it's a nonfiction that has to do with programming. I actually have the book open sourced on my GitHub, so let's see if we can pull that up real quick. Hopefully the sound of my keyboard is not too distracting. Let's see, web. No, I don't want to create a new one. Crap, clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, yeah, so I have it right here, AntJanice/webdevelopment.meta. I even have the cover on here. I'm really proud of this cover. It's a really nice looking cover. And it's about getting into programming. I think last updates I made was about 4 months ago. I'm still updating it. I'm still editing the book. And once I'm done with it, hopefully I'll publish it. And last year I did a book called A Leap into Darkness. It was an erotica, but I would say it was more like an urban fantasy kind of deal, or like an urban supernatural kind of a deal. And I finished it a week late, which kind of sucks because it would have been nice to have a 4th winning NaNoWriMo. Well, I'm hoping to get The Servant to be my 4th winning NaNoWriMo. Let's go check out if my editor is working. So I'm primarily write in an editor that I've built myself. Oops. Let's see, Gulp build, I believe it is. Let me see if I have. No, that's not the right one. What tasks do I have here? All right, let's do Gulp Watch. And that should do everything. Yeah, I thought I had a build. Why is that not? Oh, that's why. There we go. Sorry about that. It's been a while. I took a vacation, and when I came back, I just don't remember how to do anything whatsoever. Yeah. And that should work. Alright, let's go ahead and try to load it up. I did some restructuring on the application, so hopefully it'll still work. And it does work. Cool. Let me go ahead and load up my book. Projects Nano 2016. You can see it has a very rudimentary user interface, but I'm happy with it. So chapter 1, chapter 2, have a nice little word count up here. Chapter 4, 5, 6. I'm working on chapter 6 right now, so I'm kind of excited about it. It's actually a pretty cool editor. I built it from scratch. Well, not from scratch. There are a few tools that I use, like the actual Markdown editor, and I'm using Angular too. So I used frameworks and a few libraries and patched it together. But it's been a joy to use, to be honest. So I've been really excited about it, and the more I work on it, the more I find things that I need to fix. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how far I've gotten with it. And now, because of some technical limitations of that editor, I always keep a Visual Studio Code instance running as well of the project to refer back to characters, which is like temporary characters, guilds, so that's some information about the guild, some setting information. So I refer back to some of these places. I also have I have a gulp task to count my words. So if I run gulp count, it'll actually tell me what my count is and how many I have to still get done today. The math is a little bit off right now. Like right now I need to do 1600 words, not 1100. And the main reason for that is because I started already with a few chapters done. So why don't we I'm going to go ahead and do some live coding here. And I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of those chapters that I already had. That was one. Chapter 1 was one. Let's do chapter 2 that we want to delete. So 02. And did I finish do chapter 3? I think chapter 4. Yeah, chapter 4 was the first one that I started. So we're going to do just this rudimentary thing here. Didn't mean for this to turn into like a coding thing. That should give me a better count. Total count 4,431. And we're going to start with 0. So that should give us a pretty accurate count. And it's not. That is interesting. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and prologue. Prologue is the other one. Prologue. So book. I don't care what it ends with. And that should give us a pretty accurate count, 3,460. So yeah, I think I wrote a few words after I updated. So that's a little bit more accurate. 1,500 words to go today. That's not right, but whatever. But anyway, so this is my setup. I will be doing more NaNoWriMo updates throughout the month, probably every week. Nothing too comprehensive, just weekly things. One thing I'll say is that I kind of went off the track with the writing, so I'm about 10,000 words in, or 8,000 words in, with some pre-writing or some chapters written before NaNoWriMo. So that means I really have to get going in terms of the 3-act structure. I need to get to the climax, I need to get to the resolution, and hurry myself up into Act 2. Hopefully I'll be able to do that pretty quickly. I'm planning to get there by the end of this week, and then be able to spend next 2-3 weeks, or I guess 2.5 weeks on Act 2, and then finish up with Act 3. But thank you for watching. I'll have more videos up later, as I said, and